Are reconciliation issues slowing down your bank's operations? With rising transaction volumes, even minor mismatches can spiral into major operational setbacks. Introducing FSS Smart Recon, our next-gen reconciliation solution built for the scale and speed of modern banking. Choose the model that fits you best. Licensed deployed on your premises with our expert application support, or hosted where FSS manages the entire reconciliation process for you. Trusted by over 30 leading banks in India, Smart Recon is already making reconciliation effortless, accurate, and compliant. Whether it's ATM, POS, UPI, or internet banking, we've got it covered. Experience seamless operations, zero mismatches, and complete peace of mind. Let's look at how FSS Smart Recon works.
We are going to explain about the FSS reconciliation and the application which is used for a reconciliation. In FSS, we used the advanced and latest version of the reconciliation application that is called DCRS. DCRS is nothing but a debit card reconciliation system. Here we have two different DCRS. One is 4.x and 5.x. 5.x is the advanced version that is used for reconciliations. This reconciliation tool is a powerful solution designed to streamline and simplify the reconciliation process. This tool is essential and ensure that efficiencies in the financial management, and it offers the range of the future that makes reconciliation task easier and more reliable. Our system is designed in such a way that all kind of format files that can be used to upload do the reconciliation. Say for example, our system can accept PDF format, Excel format, Notepad, WordPad, and the file which comes with it encrypted, we can decrypt it, and we can also upload that file to do the reconciliations. Now I'm going to explain about the option that is available in our DCRS applications. We have a multiple option that gives us and makes us simplify reconciliations. The first option comes with an admin. This option will allow us to create users for a DCRS applications. And also this admin options, we have three menus. The main menus, the main master, menu master. Here we can choose what kind of a report, which model report that we can assign it to the users. Say for example, RuPay, Visa, Master, and which report that we are assigning, only the user can access only that reconciliation model to perform the recon. The next option is Operation Master. Here we can assign that what kind of a report that the user can able to generate. We have a multiple report which is available. We can click and assign only that report to the specific user. The next option is the user admin. Here we can choose what access that we are assigning to the user, whether we are assigning a maker access or a checker level access to the user. And also in the checker level users, what checker part is there, we can choose and assign that to the respective users. And we can choose the profile and password set, reset, account policy, and we can also block the users. The next option is the security questions, whereas if the user forgets the password, they can set up the security question. By answering the security question, they can reset the password without depending on the IT support team. The next option is the setup option. This option is used by the developer teams to set up the reconciliation logic as per the bank requirement. The next option is the configure options. This option is also used by the developer team to configure, to choose the specific field that is used for a reconciliation or a specific input that should be configured as part of the recon. FSS has experience in reconciliation that we supports several banks with a lot of product, different type of a product, different type of a methodology, different style of a reconciliation that we handle, that really makes us being an SME. So we can also suggest that which is the standard field or report that can be used for a reconciliations. This dashboard is also used by the developer teams, where the developer teams can develop the dashboard as per the bank requirement. This process option is the option which both reconciliation and the developer, both teams are used. The reconciliation team use this process option for doing the post match and to generate the GL tally. Here we have an option post match where the user can match that entries in front end itself without depending the developers. And finally, that user can also use the GL tally. GL tally is the most crucial and important part of the reconciliation. We will explain you little later once we get into the reconciliation process. Now we are going to look after the reconciliation option that is used to perform the reconciliation in the system. The first option comes as an extraction. This extraction option is used to upload the reconciliation files. This extraction option will help us to retrieve only the qualified entries that is used to the respective model. Say for example, we have a switch and the CBS file which have the consolidated report of all the model set of entries will be available in these reports. If we want to do only the UPI reconciliation, so that we can choose the UPI model and we can upload that file, so the system will select only the related entries that is used for UPI model and is qualified for the reconciliations. Once the file is uploaded, the process will start. Once the extraction is completed, the system will give the successful alert, completion alert to the user, and also it will save the extraction report in the specific folder. Once the extraction is completed, then the user will go and run the reconciliation process. The next option that the user will choose is the reconciliation option. Here we have a multiple models. In that, the user will select which recon is supposed to be run to perform the reconciliation. Here they will choose the option and they will choose the sub option, and once the user clicks this option, this application will take you to the respective folder where the extraction file is available. The user can select and upload that file and run the process. Once the reconciliation process starts, and system will do the systematic reconciliation by matching the entries and to complete the recons. Once the recon is completed, the system will give the completion alert, and as well as it will generate two different report. One report contains the match report and another file contains the unmatched report. Match report is nothing but that entries will available with all the respective reports that is successfully matched within the reports. That entries as not matching with the relevant report that will be reported as part of the unmatched. The user will go and do the thorough investigation for all the unmatched entries and will update the appropriate remarks for each entries. Once the user does the investigation and update the remarks to the trim, and the reconciliation processes get completed. Next, the user will generate the output report in the option called reports. Here the user will go to the report option and choose the financial entries and choose the financial entries generation report. Here we have a multiple report that we can able to generate: SAL, Visa, domestic, international, refund, credit adjustment, all type of reports that can be able to generate. SAL report is nothing but the settlement report that generates the settlement entries which is being configured as part of the early setup, where the settlement entries in which GL and that settlement entry is supposed to be debit and which GL is supposed to be credit. These accounting entries will be captured as part of the SAL. The next is a refund entries. Refund entries is nothing but it's generally called as a PMT, it's a customer voucher. Whereas if any transaction that is filed, however the customer account has been debited, we can generate this refund so that the system will generate the report and gives the accounting entries which account to be debited and which customer to be credited. And also we have a credit adjustment report where this report is used as part of the dispute management. Once all this reconciliation is completed, finally we are going to do the GL tally. As I already told, we have a GL tally which is more crucial and important of the reconciliations. In this GL tally, the system will ensure the respective GL opening balance, closing balance that are tallied with the reconciliation report. If our reconciliation report is not tallied within the opening and the closing balance with the respective GL, then the GL tally will give the different, what is the different of that particular day. The user will do the proper investigation and investigate why we have having a difference in that different GL tally and do the rectification entries and will tally the GL. Once the GL tally reconciliation is completed, and user will extract all set of output report and they will save it in the respective bank SFTP path, and also the user will notify the bank that our reconciliation is completed, we have saved all the output reports in the bank's SFTP path. So the bank may take that report and they will do the necessary action by crediting the customers and the respective GLs. This is how that FSS is performs the reconciliation by using this DCRS applications. Thank you.